Hello guys, how's it going? My name is Dalaran. Recently I streamed myself on the stream, making a couple wallpapers and banners for a couple buddies of mine. The first one, which I'm going to commentate over, is one for Fatality. Fatality plays a DK, so he asked me if I could make him a wallpaper with his Death Knight on it. So as a Death Knight, I decided I'm going to go for frost themes, mountain themes, so I grabbed a bunch of 1080 pictures of mountains. And I went to WoW Model Viewer, which can be used in order to recreate your characters and cut them out, which is how I normally do for my videos. Hopefully this commentary will be able to give you guys an insight of what it takes for me to make my thumbnails and all the Photoshop things that I make. Maybe even give you a couple tips and hints on how to do it yourselves if you are interested. So basically at the beginning I had to reconstruct Fatality's Death Knight. So Model Viewer wasn't working properly, so I couldn't just like throw the link into Model Viewer and then recreate the DK. So I had to reconstruct it myself, and then I decided to pose them in multiple different poses that I thought were cool. Since it's a Death Knight, we can work with a lot of things. We can work with a sword in one hand, a spell in the other, being a frost spell. Maybe give it a siphoning or a Skyrim-esque frost animation to it. But also decided, let's capitalize on the idea that the Death Knight is like a warrior and they can dual wield abilities. So I decided to get a couple dual wielding animations. What's cool about Death Knights and what's fun to work with them in terms of Photoshop is a lot of the armor pieces can glow blue, and blue is just a nice cool color, especially for the Alliance, I would feel like. So him being Alliance DK, wearing a lot of blue colors is going to be really prominent, and blue on white like a mountain, it can really stand out and look really cool. There's a lot of details like armor bits and weapons that can glow blue in their own way, so that's always fun. The way I cut him out is I placed the Death Knight, since he's mostly blue, on a green color background, and then once in green color, I take pictures of all the I guess stances and animations, and I save them as paint, and then I throw them onto GIMP. GIMP is a free program. Model Viewer is also a free program, which you can just Google. On GIMP, I use the wand tool to basically highlight all the green parts and I take them out. Some of the flames on the shoulders basically got messed up due to that. But that's okay, because I can always recreate the flames myself. I'm probably going to do that anyway. And I basically go around cutting out the models right then and there. I'm not sure which model I'm going to use, so I'm just going to apply them against a background and see which one fits better. And that's basically how I do it. Most of the times you can just free ball them and make someone artistic in the end. I make sure to go back in detail to make sure none of the green background pieces can stay in the picture, just because it'll look better if I just have as less of this as possible, just so I have a clean project to work with. I find the model animation stance that I enjoy, and it's going to be a spell-based animation, so I grabbed a bunch of spell-based effects, as well as dust particles, PNGs, just to apply over the screen. Dust particles can make something look really professional and really cool, can give it depth and a bit more shininess. I also decided to go with a flame picture. I was going for blue flame, but there was no really good one, so if you want a cool flame, just go for the original flame and then change the color of the flame. That is usually the best way to go about it, just because not a lot of people can really put out a really cool picture of a blue or a green flame on Google, something that you could Photoshop work with. So I play those flames in the background behind the shoulders, and I basically give them a blue outline to it. I decided to mess around with the picture, and we decided to go, I'm going to make the whole picture blue. I added particle effects into the picture, just messing around with the different variations of those. I decided to go with the thick particle effects that appear close to the screen, which really does work with the shine of the background. I tried going with some kind of a ghetto looking, you know, blue streaks, but in the end we decided to just shade in the whole picture with blue, just because it looked better. It really did outline the mountains, it did outline the fact that DK is blue, and we just toned it down a bit. So then I started working on the spell animations for the hand, and I decided to grab a bunch of different kinds that I could, flip them around, copy them over. And in the end I decided I really want the hand to be visible. I want the hand to be visible, so for the most part I'm going to tone down on most of the animations and give it an aura around the hand, so you can see that the Death Knight can be casting or holding the spell, but you can still see the hand somewhat prominently well. So that basically was my whole point behind it. And afterwards, I blurred the backgrounds of the mountains, the bottom left and the top right, and a bit few right behind to the left of the DK, if you're looking at the picture. And then we decided to put the name Fatality, which is the name of the DK, or name of my mod. His DK's name is Ruins. Decided to put the name Fatality at the bottom left because it fits well under the sword. We go into Discord, and he gives me the font that you're looking for. You can go to the font and get a font that you want. I would, of course, go for the free fonts. Mainly if you're going to be using the pictures laid down for yourself, whether it be for a channel or whatever, just so there's no like problems with the artist. Unless you want to donate to the artist, that's another option here. So basically we go and restart the program so the font can be applied, and we get the same picture. We change the tide or the font for Fatality from Bebus to Transformers, I think. And then I basically want to just sink the Y at the end of Fatality a bit into the picture and make the F stand out a little bit closer. And basically I'm just trying to trick my own eye. So I'm gonna make it 3D, give it an outline, stretch the outline using motion blur inwards and blur it into the picture, copy that over a couple times, give it a nice outline and outline the blurs. And then I'm gonna go and detail the rest of the picture. I'm going to go detail the shoulders, the chest, the belt, the weapon, and the boots, and give it a nice bluish decay glow. And I mess around with different experimentations. I also go back to the weapon and I etch in the runes in the actual weapon. I tried multiple different kinds of etches just to see which one works best, but I decided to go in a fine etch. What I decided to do for the actual runes themselves, I decided to give it a bit of an artistic freehand draw, just because I thought that looked a little bit better than going in and shading exactly how it is. I also utilized natural lighting from the picture, which comes from top left to the middle, and light over the sword, basically giving it a different kind of glow, and then darkening it again back. And it just made the picture get a little bit more depth in it. That combined with the background being blurred in certain areas. I also gave a different save of the picture with the DK being in blue color, so you can see different variations of it, and I got them both for Fatality, just like that. So this is what the final product looks like, Fatality and Wallpaper. And then I made another variation where the DK is a little bit bluer, which makes them a little blurrier, but it makes the colors a little more prominent, and I think it makes the whole, it gives the feel for the Death Knight to be a little bit more deadly. So there's two different kinds of Death Knight pictures, which Fatality has both. I made them on stream the other day, and I decided I'm just going to commentate over me making this in really, you know, fast sped up version of the video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and hopefully if any of you have had questions prior in terms of what it takes to Photoshop and how to do things, hopefully some of those questions were answered for you guys. My name is Dalaran. Hopefully you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Let me know if you want to see any more of these, and I'll be happy to make them. See you guys later.